going on? What's going on? It's your boy Kaika here, and I've been struggling to record this showcase video for so long now. This shit, it's just something just keeps getting in the way every time I try to record this showcase video. So hopefully we get it right this time. So Choji, I just not just, but I've had him 5-star for about a week now. But all around, I've already looked at his kit and stuff like that. I think as far as no rares go, I think he's just middle of the pack. I don't think he's the craziest, but he will have his purposes on the right team setup. That's how I feel about pretty much all the units in the game currently right now. They are useful in the right scenarios or right team setup. So let's take a look at Choji's stats here, or his substats. I like to call them substats because no, they're not really his main stats. HP, attack, and defense are his main stats. So here we have all this stuff. It looks kind of lower compared to some of the other rares in my personal opinion. I may be tripping. I may have to double check that. So there's that. Linking bonuses. Here are his linking bonuses. His linking bonuses with Ino and Shikamaru. Obviously, that gives him a nice attack plus 20%. All around pretty solid. He is a defensive unit, so it's not as effective as it would be for like him personally. But when it comes together, you combine it with Ino and Shikamaru, it does make for his best linking bonus in my personal opinion. Then he has a second linking bonus with Naruto and Kiba. All around pretty solid linking bonus as well. You can make a decent rotation with these two. Well, these three are on the same rotation, so all around pretty good. So there's that. So that's all the stuff there is as far as stats and stuff like that. So let's take a look at actual Choji's kit here, and then we're probably going to test him out. So here's his special ninjutsu super slap. So deals damage to all active enemies and increases allies tribe gauge on the next turn. So it's an AoE type special ninjutsu, and then it increases your tribe gauge by 30 on the next turn. So how it works, pretty obvious. Like I just said, you activate it, you pop it, it attacks all the enemies, and then on the next turn your tribe gauge will just go up by 30, which is all around pretty solid. You're going to be able to get your tribe specials a lot faster with this guy on your squad. So there's that. So also let's take a look at all his second skill here. It might not be possible, but I'll still short try. Deals damage to one enemy and increases allied tribe gauge on the next turn. So all around pretty solid as well. It does increase your tribe gauge by 10%. So yeah, Choji, that's pretty much his big gig here, his big gimmick, as far as just getting your tribe specials a lot faster with him on your team, and him also just kind of being a pretty solid, decent tank on your team as well. So Choji, it could be clutch in some situations depending on the situation that you're in. All depends. So basic HP and attack bonus here, don't need to talk about that. So I took this fourth skill here, insatiable appetite, boosts all active allies damage reduction rate if user is active at the start of turn. So that means that this only applies to people that's on the same rotation as him that would get this damage reduction rate increase. So all around pretty solid if you run him on the same rotation as some defensive units. And then he boosts his own counter rate for the rest of the battle permanently. So boosts counters. This is the one substat or it's type of mechanic I don't fully understand how it works, because I don't really have that many units to have counter type mechanics. Only one I know is my guy, but I don't have him leveled up at all. So overall, I'm guessing from other games how it sounds that it's some type of dodging mechanic in my personal opinion. That's what I'm guessing, but he raises that by 30% for the rest of the battle. You guys should tell me if what it's like if you're using a counter unit, or what counter rate actually looks like when it's being increased in battle. Is it a dodging type mechanic? I'm guessing, but I'm saying, I don't really use that many units that actually increase their own counter rate. So here's Choji's gear. Here's his scrolls and talismans, nothing too crazy. Here's his vitality. Now, his vitality is actually not too bad. I was considering leveling this up for this particular video, because defensive units, what I have noticed is that their chakra is always low, compared to a lot of units when they're first coming into the match. So how it works is that, if you leveled up this vitality, he'll be able to get 200 chakra every time he's taking damage. Not too crazy, but it still probably could be clutch in a lot of situations, especially since he does have a special ninjutsu that it was able to take away tribe gauge, increase your tribe gauge. So maybe that can help him get special ninjutsu a lot more faster, and then you'll be able to get your tribe special a lot more faster as a result of that. So overall, that's Choji's kit there. So let's just hop into Ninja Arena, and let's just test Choji out and see how he will be able to be very effective. All right, what's going on? What's going on? So we're here in Ninja Arena. We're actually going to show Choji off. So this is the team setup I decided to go for. So I was just going for the standard Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji setup, or Ino Chikasho setup. I decided I was actually going to switch it up and try and be a little bit more strategic here. So I'm going to run Choji in my defensive slot with Shino and Gara here, mostly because Shino buffs damage reduction rate for all the allies that's on the same rotation as him. Same thing, Choji has that same type of ability where he buffs damage reduction as well, who's on the same rotation as him. And Gara also has the ability like with his special ninjutsu and also with his like normal attacks where he also buffs the damage reduction as well. So all around this should be a pretty tanky rotation, these three together. Ironically, they are my first rotation, and Choji's displaying some pretty solid tank in there. Nothing too crazy to be honest, but it was some decent tanking that he was able to display there. So all around, so I only did one video, so one run on Ninja Arena, so I do remember this match very vividly, and I remember it being very clutch, like very clutch. Because we got caught into a jam to where we almost lost. So no, that Naruto killing off one of their units in the first rotation, all around pretty solid. So we have this rotation now. 10-10. I forgot that I've been running 10-10. So like I said, I see why so many people praise 10-10 so much. Like I think she's good. I personally still feel like Mitsuki is a little better than her, but she's definitely probably number 2. Or you can make a debate that she is number 1. I won't argue with you if you say she's a number 1 rare in the game. Rares. Keep in mind, we're talking about rares here, but because like no, the attack buff that she gives, the permanent no increase to damage to guard suppression rate, which is slightly different from guard reduction rate. I might do a separate video on that, by the way, breaking down all the substats and how they exactly work. That's gonna take a little bit of time because I actually have to learn some of that myself. I know how most of them work, but some of them I don't know how they work in certain scenarios, like when they're applied in battle. Like if you guys get what I'm saying, you guys know how it works with the substats. So all around is that. So where was the part? It was some point in this match where we almost got clapped, almost got bodied by that Sasuke. But so far we're just doing decent as far as how we're able to compete against this person's team. So they should kill whoever they're targeting. So that's an annoying thing. Like it's so annoying. Like you forget that you have no control in Ninja Arena. Like I would chose to target somebody else there. Now the reason why this match was really annoying was mostly this Sakura that we're going up against. So this Sakura, it's crazy because same thing applies to Tower of Eternity. She is so annoying just because she heals, and then she heals their defense by like what 60% when she activates her special ninjutsu and heals them. It's just so annoying. You run her on the right side, she can make a team super tanky, bro. Like yeah, she did this like at least 6 times throughout the match where I could have got a kill. It's just so annoying, bro. It just stops you from getting kills a lot faster when she's over here healing everybody every goddamn turn. Or you guys know what I'm saying, not literally every goddamn turn, but almost every goddamn turn. So there's that. So because we had one of our units die, it threw off our rotation there, and he not to end up on that rotation. So yeah, Gara being what he is definitely was gonna tank that. I wasn't too worried about that as far as Gara taking Sasuke special ninjutsu there. So yeah, Gara actually doing some pretty solid damage to that Choji all around. Nothing too crazy. Oh yeah, we almost could have killed there, but he just survived with a nudge of health. Again, that Choji, that's on the other side. Just survived with a small little nudge of health, which is kind of annoying there, knowing that we could have got the kill. Now I actually got really lucky, and 10-10 did not get off her stun here. Like seriously, that's one thing about 10-10. That's like the icing on the cake with her kit. It's a 15% chance, but if she gets off her stun on at least one of your units, it just throws the whole team off massively, bro. And it can really lead to you just easily getting clapped. But if 10-10 gets off her stun, so that's probably, I think that's the icing on the cake with her kit as far as everything. Why people hold her in such high regard. Still think Mitsuki slightly a little better in my personal opinion, but no, 10-10, like I said already, definitely up there all around. Yeah, so alright, is this my Naruto that's attacking or is it theirs? Oh, that was mine. Ooh, 84k, definitely not nice there. Definitely nice there. So all around, pretty solid. Our rotations are really wonky right now, so I can't even like talk about Choji because I'm trying to show you like what he be able to do, but he's not even showing up on rotation. But to be fair, most of what Choji is doing is stuff that, like I said, you just gotta pay attention to the tribe gauge and how fast that we're getting it. And you probably will have to compare it to like other people's videos and stuff, and like see how fast no you aren't getting your tribe gauge when you don't have Choji on the squad. Because that's the biggest thing about his kick, the biggest gimmick about his kit as far as how he works. And especially since no, I'm not really sure like how counter rate exactly works in this game. So there's that. So I can't officially see how like no effective that's actually being right now. So all around, no, this is a pretty good rotation here. Even though our speed is really low, so we don't have to get to go first. But this rotation is so tanky with these three units. Is that no, we're just pretty much gonna be able to tank pretty much almost anything, like especially ninjutsus. Ooh, guard doing some pretty solid damage there. Now, was that Haku he killed? I think that was Haku. Keep in mind that Shino is also slowing the team down as well because he does steal chakra every time he uses special ninjutsu in his normal attack. So keep that in mind. So we are slowing them down a lot with Choji's. Well, technically we're slowing them down, but at the same time we're speeding our own progress and how fast we're getting our tribe specials with Choji here. So Gara being the ultimate tank once again, taking another special ninjutsu for us. So all around, just guard like these three on a rotation. This is actually probably one of the best defensive rotations in the game. I do want to say that with confidence. This is probably the best defensive rotations in the game, in my personal opinion. Choji, Shino, and Gara. It makes me might want to change the idea of this video from just being a showcase from being best defensive rotation in the game. I might change that. I might change it to that. Currently, what I'm thinking is how I'm thinking. Setting this video up. So yeah, so we're gonna be able to either kill, or I was gonna say kill or take that 10-10's chakra, but Shino did actually come through and actually clap the cheeks on 10-10 there. Oh. You guys get what I'm saying there. So all around Choji, like I said, like he's doing just about what I expect him to do, even though he's dead. Just being an average around tank and just actually just be able to provide a lot more viability by getting a tribe special a lot more faster than other people. So I think I pretty much showed what Choji will be able to do. Like I said, when it comes to certain units like these, when it comes to like certain passives like how he has, you just gotta pay attention to certain things. Like, it may not feel like it, but the extra low boost that he gets to tribe gauge really does make a more of an effect of how we're able to just annihilate units or teams a lot more faster versus others. So I will probably show that. Ooh, 95k, a lot of damage there, a lot of goddamn damage. Now Naruto is just such a crazy last man standing unit. Yeah, so at this point we're pretty much just putting the claps on this team. It's pretty much gonna be in here. So yeah, really clutch match. I think I think Choji did help a lot there. Like as far as that the rotation overall just being a lot tanky, super tanky and just being all around pretty solid at like just being a crazy defensive wall. It's pretty solid. And my third slot and my defensive slot is not even leveled up as far as the training system is leveled up. So all around, I think Choji performed pretty well here. Like I said, I think he's just overall still just middle of the pack compared to some of the other rares. But definitely the ability to increase your tribe gauge a lot faster is very useful and some goods in a lot of scenarios. So it's your boy Kaike, go last guy for more content. Tell me what you gotta think about this. Powerful defensive rotation, and also Choji just being a pretty solid all around solid defensive unit. I'm starting like crazy. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm out.